My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust she'll be waiting for me in Tabor.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Seems the hideaway's lost
blasted. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out.
Are you sure it's me?
I'm all the cook will be needing. Thank you very much. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, so I thought I'd try making one of these supposed master...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone.
I've never been one to play favourites, so...
A fried mortress recipe. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries.
Wow. Kindly old fella who haunts...
Fine. And if it...
You do that.
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid's scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind.
Valet, the young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew.
That's actually why I'm here.
So the fabled Sandbricois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress... Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern.
The dragon livers.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very colour of...
So we know where to look for our liver.
Saint's bonnet, in contemporary parlance. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone. So I'm sure you'll have... I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find...
Best of luck, and...
Seems the hideaway's lost itself.
Is everything all right? You seem more...
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit... Oh, I think Nan might...
It's all right.
Focus saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind... I wanted to ask her about it myself, but she'd never give you up.
Don't worry. Of course. Lady Karen,
Not nearly as...
you're doing good.
What exact... Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. What?
Just... all right.
Are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell...
All I know is that someone in
And what? You... Look. But...
You're right, Lady Karen. It was wrong of me.
No.
Of course. I spoke that the rumors were along with some other. While it sounds like she...
Oh, I knew... But why would people...
No, but people do things...
Well, that trader, he said they were all talking about her, so that's where I'm going.
Are you sure that's wise?
Oh, but...
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
We're all gonna die! You hear me?
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should...
Sid!
Hard at your studies is not a set.
No.
Well,
And just how long?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them.
Just like Miss Middledol showed us.
Miss Middledol.
Because that's the only way to...
Miss Middledol said... The best...
Well, then your work...
The taking apart was easy enough, but...
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom.
You three need to learn to take... So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eye. All right. Every piece has its own role to play. If even one of them is missing, you already know one. This is called the arm.
You're right.
You've ridden a chocobo.
Oh, think.
Hold thing.
Good thinking. These...
What are the...
Well spot. This tiny piece.
I have.
She puts them in all...
That's right.
I remember the...
Not my fault.
You know what? So, let's put the pieces together.
Not a bad... So, now that we've taken stock of...
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do.
Well...
And the arms go on the body, and then...
Very good. Let's see if that works.
Yes!
Well, with...
Oh, I just put the pieces together.
That's right.
Her hairs.
Yeah. Hairs for the future. She's showing us...
What do you think, Sid?
With a little more help from Miss Middledol and Miss Shirley.
You hear that?
Until then, though...
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you? Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid?
Seems the hideaway is lost.
Is a storm coming soon? Will there be...
Well, did you solve...
It was as you thought. They dismantled them to see...
Oh, no, Mid will...
Thankfully, she won't. Although I was the one who ended up...
I'm so sorry. I shall see...
Please, there's no need. She'd have them.
I see.
She told me it was because her studies had been interrupted.
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. To anyone else it would be an opportunity. But to Mid... But that should come as no surprise. She's a...
Which explains her heir. She's working to give them a better life.
Ah, you've given them far more than that.
What do you want? That it? Fine.
Clive, if you're going to buy something, be quick about it. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. And be thankful you got that much. Finished, are you?
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Candle was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
Very well.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Do? Where are you off to now, then? Bound for the Free Cities, perhaps?
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
It's what... There's a village not far from here.
I'll go. Rest well, soldier. You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Good. I got here in time.
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic. You're with the battalion?
I am.
Taken care of.
Another survivor.
His wounds were...
He was right to send you. Tabor is safe. You seem...
You must have me...
Wait.
Son of a whore. I was there, in Kosnis, when you killed my brothers.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over.
And what of my ill will?
Fine. If you insist.
For Tyson!
You're in no fit state.
And they should be eaten.
For what?
No. Lord Kupka told us.
And?
I am nothing. Just know.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you!
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic! He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools! Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix now here. But what is it?
Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant. Even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it. Like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yode.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is bold? Is that blade for hire?
Figuratively.
Well, a passing caravan carried with it a rumor Dread Evis are aggressive beasts.
How do you want it?
Eventually, yeah. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing. Bring me... I...
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
Finally.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students...
The university?
Especially in my heyday. The answer, would you...
Climb the step.
The three of them, to be precise. I'm here in the hope that those carvings, namely...
I can't promise...
Remember what you can.
How are those new boots treating you?
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Galliman.
Not a scratch. Have you noticed the Elder has been coughing less of late?
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Recent quarry's been hard to find since the sky's down.
It has indeed. Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read. The engravings were in...
Oh, what? Come, don't... let's...
Guardians of the Crystal. I'm pretty...
Fascinating. But the...
Wonders of the God.
No doubt you're right. This is...
Children, that's all three.
And so, 3 Guardians of the Mother Crystal. Little wonder it was so difficult to train. Nonetheless...
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha!
How are those new boots treating you?
Beneath the flood, yes. And not a stone's throw away.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will, if there is nothing further.
No.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then?
We'll talk about... Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Ah, Lord Rosfield. I'm afraid I cannot stay to talk.
Orcs. Then let us be rid of them.
everything.
Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry. Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled?
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in the city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants' District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things. They're wearing Waluda armor. Joshua and Jill must be busy. Trying to fight. Where the city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside. Going on here?
Where is your master? What does he want?
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard, and you will yield. Or not.
As long as you don't hold back.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Muthos. Yes! Yes!
seldom enough, would you not agree? Actually, I wouldn't. Nice try.
vessel is strong. My liege.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Waloed.
Get back.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Try it.
As all the rest.
Joshua!
This way! Hurry!
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Will you be all right?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gale into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You got mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Iron Hair wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But do you have an idea?
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself. Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills...
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right. But it's a long story.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
You needn't fret. The creatures...
To the meadows, then.
Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot. This must be our wyvern. All right. Let's get this over with. Nice try. That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent. I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need.
You know what you have to do. Clive, as you know, our time grows short. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal...
Thank you. But is revenge...
It is the one and it is all that I...
But what of Lostwing?
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, but I would place Lostwing, but a village home only to the frail and the... And so, Clive, will you take them to your hideaway?
I will.
Thank you. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger.
Understood.
Then the last of my preparation, and may Griga guide...
Everyone. You can no longer...
Sid, none of us will be... We owe him. If he's saying we... And if that's what has to happen, that we get...
I hope so.
Oi! You lot!
They've gone with Master...
Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. They don't stand... They're all gonna fuck...
Sid! We can't...
All right. Where is this manor?
It's promise.
Don't tell me I'm too late. Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But...
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then. You're no guard dog. You're just another beast that needs to be put down. Is it over?
It is. He wept. And just as I dreamed of doing all these years, all my plans, building a haven, it was all for this. But what is? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost.
Quentin.
Master Quint!
You.
And so... and it's Lostwing.
What? Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool! Damn it. Quentin's not going to last long in there. Come on, Torgal. We need to make this quick. Finished. I need to get back to Quentin. Quentin. Thank the Founder. Welcome back to the land of...
Is lost.
The Flood.
I see. Then all is as...
No, Master Quentin.
Why? All that I strove for, I have nothing.
Well, the heck, you got us, ain't you?
But I prayed. Can't we just...
Your work ain't... We believed that...
Your village... So long as you...
But why? Why would any...
Because we're...
Family...
Yeah. Lost...
It was. And as long as we...
We can start again.
A fresh start. One life ends. Why, just a village. What's to stop?
That's the must.
Please. Quentin will suffice, after all. Permit me to withdraw. I will no longer be needing your help.
I'll pretend you know.
But you must be rewarded for your
A bottle or...
Of course. And I have a... if you don't mind...
I look forward to it.
Well met. You've a discerning eye. You're sure you don't need it? A fine choice. You've a discerning eye. Thank you. Just what I was looking for. Thank you. Just what I was looking for. Well met. You've a discerning eye. You're welcome anytime.
If we're going to do...